Eat good, sleep good, and train good.
I love it.
Very consistent, be very consistent. You could do all of the cardio from the womb to the tomb. In order to lose the fat, you must control the fork and spoon.
Meet Lou Ferrigno. He is 74 years old, stands 6'5", was once described as the only man who made Arnold Schwarzenegger nervous on stage, and has been eating the same way since he was a teenager in Brooklyn. In this video, we are going inside his full eating day, the Mediterranean-based diet he has followed for over 50 years, the specific rule about calories that he says most men get completely wrong, and the one thing he says every man over 50 must never skip. And if you stay until the end, we have a free bonus waiting for you. Before we get into it, if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and drop a comment below. It genuinely helps the channel grow and allows us to keep making content like this for you. Now let's get into it. Lou Ferrigno is a two-time IFBB Mr. Universe champion, the original Incredible Hulk, the personal trainer of Chuck Norris and Michael Jackson, and a man who has been training and competing since the early 1970s.
And every country in the world embraced the character. When people first saw it on TV, they didn't think it was real. They sound like Bill Bixby with a jumpsuit on pumping air, because you never see a bodybuilder that big on the screen. But that revolutionized everything.
He grew up in a hard Brooklyn household with a domineering father, lost 75% of his hearing as a child due to ear infections, and built himself into one of the most physically imposing athletes of his generation, despite, or perhaps because of, every obstacle placed in front of him. He competed at the highest level of bodybuilding in an era when Schwarzenegger and Columbu were at their peak. He still trains 4 to 5 days a week at 74. And the dietary approach he has followed since before most people watching this were born is one of the simplest and most sustainable on record. Before we get into the specific meals, the one principle that runs underneath everything Lou Ferrigno eats is this. His own words, "I eat my calories, I don't drink them." That statement eliminates in 3 sentences the single most common dietary mistake men make. Liquid calories from fruit juice, protein shakes used as meal replacements, sugary drinks, alcohol, and even caloric coffee drinks pass through the digestive system too quickly to trigger the satiety signals that solid food activates. They deliver the calories without the fullness, promoting overconsumption in a way that most men never track or notice. Ferrigno's rule is absolute. If it does not require chewing, it does not count as a meal. His broader philosophy is equally clear. He has described his diet as based on the way the ancient Romans and Greeks ate, saying, "Back to the days of the Romans and the Greeks. They only had fruit and vegetables. They didn't have fried foods or heavy condiments. I eat the way they ate, focusing on fruit, vegetables, fish, and meat. I also avoid butter, salt, and foods high in fat and sodium. I probably eat half as much as I used to."
Every time you eat protein first, and eat the carbohydrates second, because this way the protein feeds the muscle, and the muscle won't be craving for the carbohydrate.
A Mediterranean diet followed since the 1970s, before the term Mediterranean diet was coined, and applied consistently for over half a century. Breakfast. Ferrigno never skips breakfast. His own words, "Too many people skip breakfast, have a quick lunch, and then eat a big dinner. You really need to eat balanced." His morning meal is built around eggs, lean protein, and whole food carbohydrates that provide sustained energy through his morning training session. Egg whites or whole eggs alongside fruit and a whole grain option, delivering complete protein, natural sugars for glycogen replenishment, and the fiber that slows digestion and keeps energy stable across the morning. No juice, no smoothie, nothing liquid as a substitute for food. Mid-morning. A small whole food snack to maintain the consistent eating pattern he has described as essential to sustained energy. Ferrigno eats 3 to 4 balanced meals per day with an evening snack, keeping the intervals regular and the portions controlled. His mid-morning eating reflects the Mediterranean principle of eating natural food in moderate amounts across the day, rather than 1 or 2 large meals that load the digestive system and spike blood sugar dramatically. Lunch, fish, lean meat, or eggs with vegetables. Ferrigno has described his diet as built around protein from meat, fish, and eggs alongside a high volume of vegetables, and lunch is where that combination is most prominently expressed. He favors fish in particular, citing its role in maintaining the lean muscle mass he has carried across 50 years of training. The vegetables deliver micronutrients, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds that support the joint health a man managing decades of heavy lifting requires daily. Afternoon snacks, fruit, and something whole food-based to bridge the gap between lunch and dinner. Ferrigno's rule against liquid calories means the afternoon snack is always something that requires eating rather than drinking. A piece of fruit, a small portion of nuts, or a whole food protein source, keeping the blood sugar stable and the digestive system processing real food rather than liquid substitutes. Dinner. Lean protein with vegetables, eaten at a moderate hour and in a portion that reflects his stated principle of eating half as much as he used to. Ferrigno has described his relationship with portion size as one of the most significant adjustments of his later years, understanding that the caloric requirements of a 74-year-old man, even one who trains 4 to 5 days a week, are lower than those of the competitive bodybuilder he once was. He has never stopped eating well. He has learned to eat less of it. Evening snack, a small whole food option, the only concession he makes to late eating, and one he keeps minimal. He told a publication, "I eat 3 times a day and maybe a snack in the evening." The snack is small, protein-focused, and deliberate rather than habitual. It closes the eating day without overloading the system before sleep. Lou Ferrigno's nutritional approach works for men over 50 because of 4 principles that have been validated across 50 years of consistent application. Eat your calories, never drink them. Liquid calories bypass the satiety mechanisms that solid food activates, leading to chronic overconsumption that most men never notice or track. Men over 50 who replace one liquid calorie source with a whole food equivalent consistently see body composition improvements within weeks without any other dietary change.
Be very consistent. I try to exercise 4 or 5 days a week because I watch what I eat. I do everything in moderation. I don't overindulge in different things like sometimes people take too many vitamins, too many supplements, too many aspirin. I mean, they're very simple like that. It's all about listening to your body.
Breakfast is non-negotiable. Ferrigno has been explicit that skipping breakfast and overloading dinner is the most common dietary mistake he observes. Men over 50 who eat a significant breakfast, front-loading protein and complex carbohydrates in the morning, maintain better blood sugar control, higher daily energy, and better body composition than those who skip or minimize the morning meal. The Mediterranean pattern applied consistently over decades produces outcomes that short-term diets cannot match. Ferrigno has been eating fruit, vegetables, fish, and lean meat since the 1970s, long before the term Mediterranean diet became common. The cumulative anti-inflammatory effect of 5 decades of consistent plant and lean protein eating is visible in the physique and health of a 74-year-old man who still trains 5 days a week. Eating less as you age is not failure, it is calibration. Ferrigno's statement that he probably eats half as much as he used to reflects a mature and physiologically accurate understanding of the body's changing requirements. Men over 50 who continue eating the same volumes they ate at 30 consistently gain body fat not because their diet changed, but because their caloric requirements did. Reducing volume while maintaining quality is the most sustainable dietary adjustment available to any man in his 50s and beyond. If you found this information helpful, we have fantastic news for you. We're thrilled to announce that our requested ebook 8-Minute Fitness at 50 Plus is now here, with over 1,000 5-star reviews from men just like you. This comprehensive fitness guide is especially curated for individuals over the age of 50 who are committed to leading a healthy and active lifestyle. Thank you for watching.